Vadakan Vitel, Kochu, Kuninole, Ora Kanina Kele, Orachi, Kayil Telemir. Ay, you make me sweat. I had to carry both of them throughout the movie. But carrying Gokul was easy.
Easy.
He was like, oh, come on, let's go. I mean, I could run with him.
Now I want to ask you, how was it carrying our hero on your shoulders?
It was the most complicated thing. Not because it's heavy. But I've not seen it with English subtitle yet. So both times I've seen it without understanding what I'm saying.
Oh,
and
yeah?
I loved it. But that's also to say that it's a movie that you don't even need to understand the language to understand it. You know, unfortunately, I didn't know anything about the movie before that. I didn't know the actors, I didn't know the director, I didn't know anyone. Because I was home in LA when I got an email about this. I've actually neglected the email. I didn't even answer for weeks. I started to correspond with the person, and then slowly they started to tell me about what this was about. Mm-hmm. That's how I learned about it, but I had no clue. But I'm so glad that I ended up being part of this. I'm very grateful for this. Don't realize, they might think that it's all tricks. No, it's a real sandstorm. At the end of the day, I was dead. Every time I had to do something that was difficult, I thought about the real life story of Najib. And, you know, we had a little cake and we had to celebrate the success of the movie because we realized that it was, as Raj would say himself, it's a smashing hit.
Yeah, smashing hit.
Yeah. He said, I know, I distribute the movie, so I know. That's what he told me. I'm gonna have to watch most of the Big M's movies.
Yeah.
You see, I'm getting the lingo right?
Okay, that Big M's.
Mahmoudi.
Yeah.
Mohanlal, yeah.
Hi, hello viewers. Welcome to Django Space, and you're watching me, Meenakshi Sudhir. So, ആടുജീവിതം ഇറങ്ങിക്കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ രാജുവേട്ടൻ്റെ പെർഫോമൻസിനോടൊപ്പം ഗോകുലിൻ്റെ പെർഫോമൻസിനോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ എല്ലാവരും ഇങ്ങനെ ഉറ്റുനോക്കിക്കൊണ്ടിരുന്ന ഒരു കഥാപാത്രമായിരുന്നു ഖാദ്രിയുടേത്. അതാരാണ് ചെയ്തത്, ആരായിരുന്നു അദ്ദേഹം? തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും ഇന്ത്യൻ വംശജനല്ല എന്നത് കണ്ടപ്പോൾ തന്നെ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലായിരുന്നു. ആൻഡ് അതാരാണെന്നൊക്കെ ചൂട് പിടിച്ച് നമ്മൾ അന്വേഷിച്ച് പോയപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി ജിമ്മി ജീൻ ലൂയി എന്നാണ് അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ പേര്. അദ്ദേഹം ഒരു ഹെയ്തിയൻ ആക്ടറാണ്. സോ ഹെയ്റ്റി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് നോർത്ത് അമേരിക്കയിലുള്ള ഒരു കരീബിയൻ കൺട്രിയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇന്നത്തെ എൻ്റെ അതിഥി ആരാണെന്ന് മനസ്സിലായല്ലോ, നമ്മുടെ സ്വന്തം ഖാദ്രിയാണ് ഇന്നത്തെ എൻ്റെ അതിഥി. So sir, Hardy, welcome to Django Space.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So as I told you before, it's for the first time that I'm interviewing a Hollywood actor. So I'm a little bit more excited and anxious. So I think I don't have to be so much formal, like asking you questions like how is Kerala treating you, or how is Malayali audience and stuff like that, because you are working with this industry for the past 5 or 6 years, right?
No, a lot longer.
Yeah, so
I've been in the entertainment business for 35 years.
No, I was being specific about Malayalam film industry. Like,
no, that's my only movie.
Yeah.
That's I've done one movie with the Indian, so that's all I know.
Yeah.
I don't know the industry per se.
All right.
You know, so that's my only experience so far.
So asking you questions like how is Kerala treating you is a formal question, or right now Kerala is like a second home for you?
I don't know Kerala. I don't know it at all.
All right.
Because I came here 3 weeks ago, just for the audio lounge.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then I went around the country. I went to Mumbai, to Chennai, to Hyderabad, and Bangalore with Raj and A.R. Rahman to do promotion for the movie. And now I'm back here again. So I've really not visited Kerala a lot. The only couple of places that I've been to are Fort Kochi and Alipi Backwaters.
Alipi Backwaters.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I loved it, by the way. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I
really
think
nice.
I saw a few of your Instagram posts where you were eating fish and telling
indeed.
like Yeah.
So I loved it. I wish to explore more. I wish to get to go deep down.
Please.
But I don't know if I'm gonna have time because I have to go back to the States.
Uh,
But maybe I might come back for with a different project. You never know.
we want you here.
Oh,
Definitely.
I would
Yeah.
love to be back for sure.
അപ്പം എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു ഞാൻ ആദ്യം ചോദിച്ചത് ഒരു മണ്ട ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആയിരുന്നു. കാരണം കേരളയിലെ എങ്ങനെ ട്രീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നു എന്നുള്ളത്. കാരണം ഇവിടെ ലൈക്ക് ഷൂട്ടിംഗ് ഒക്കെ അബ്രോഡ് ലൈക്ക് ജോർദാൻ അവിടെയൊക്കെ ആയിരുന്നല്ലോ. അപ്പോൾ കേരളത്തിൽ പ്രൊമോഷന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടായിരുന്നു വരുന്നത്. സോ സർ, ആസ് ഐ ടോൾഡ് ഇൻ മൈ ഇൻട്രൊഡക്ഷൻ, when we saw the film along with the lead cast, you were also one among the, you know, the main person, like the protagonist. So when it comes to the second half of the film, the entire film is on your shoulder, just like how you lifted up our hero on your shoulders. So I think Malayali audience is having an entirely different pulse. Like they're having a wide room for love for their actors. Like Prithviraj, we call him like our Rajwait and with lots of love and respect.
Yeah.
So I think, did you understand that sort of pulse, like Malayali audience pulse, when you did this role?
Yeah, you know, I watched it at a theater that was packed, and I could see based on the response that we got in the theater that it was quite something. And then after the movie finished, we got out, and there was like a crowd of people and media just waiting to speak to us. So that was quite nice. A bit chaotic, but interesting. So I can understand that there is a loving relationship between the actors and the audience, but specifically in regards of the goat life, because it's a subject matter that's extremely well known amongst the people here. So it's highly expected. So I guess it even heightened the relationship. So you know, I'm very pleased to be here, to be part of this production, and also to be introduced to the Indian or to the Indian audience. I was gonna say the Kerala audience, but really it's the entire India that's gonna get to see the movie.
Exactly. It's been translated into many languages.
Yeah.
So we can precisely keep it as like the entire country.
No, completely. I mean, in the 5 main languages. I've actually seen it in 2 languages.
Which also?
In Telugu.
Telugu, yeah.
Telugu and here. But
Malayalam.
I've not seen it with English subtitle yet. So both time I've seen it without understanding what I'm saying.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
So, but that's also to say that it's a movie that you don't even need to understand the language to understand it. So, and big up for the director and the cinematographer for that.
Exactly. I think you have to watch it with subtitles to love it even more.
Yeah, but I already love it. So, you know, I don't know how much more I can love it, you know.
Oh, so sweet. അപ്പോൾ ഇതുവരെ അദ്ദേഹം ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് സബ്ടൈറ്റിൽസ് ഇട്ട് ഫിലിം കണ്ടിട്ടുള്ളത് തെലുങ്കുവിലും മലയാളത്തിലും കണ്ടു. അപ്പോൾ അതിൽ ഭാഷ മനസ്സിലാകാണ്ട് തന്നെ സിനിമ ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട് ഇഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടു. ഇനിയിപ്പോൾ സബ്ടൈറ്റിലും കൂടെ ഇട്ട് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എത്രമാത്രം അതിനെ സ്നേഹിക്കാൻ പറ്റും എന്നറിയില്ല എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. So when the film released, it's a smash hit. It conquered theater as well as people's heart. So while filming for the movie, did you guess, or did you have any clue, okay, this is gonna be a blockbuster?
Well, because of the quality of the material that we were putting in the can, I sort of knew that we were dealing with something very special. I didn't know the full potential of the story of the movie, but I knew that it was something special. I only shot my parts. I didn't shoot, most of the stuff that happened here in India, so I didn't know what went on. So the only time I really had a good idea is when I was sent a cut of the movie, and I was like, oh wow, this is actually a beautiful movie. And by the time A.R. Rahman was done with the music, then I realized that it was a masterpiece. I mean, it's just a fantastic movie. But I wasn't sure entirely that it was gonna be that kind of movie until it was done, because unfortunately I didn't know anything about the movie before that. I didn't know the actors, I didn't know the director, I didn't know anyone.
Okay.
I had no idea what this was about.
All right.
When I got an email, because I was home in LA, when I got an email about this, I've actually neglected the email. I didn't even answer for weeks. And then they sent more emails, and then I answered, and then I started to correspond with the person, and then slowly they started to tell me about what this was about. That's how I learned about it, but I had no clue.
Alright. So ഈ സിനിമ വന്നപ്പോൾ ഇതിനെ ആദ്യമായിട്ട് ഇതിന്റെ മെയിൽ വന്നപ്പോൾ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് റിജക്ട് ചെയ്ത് കളയായിരുന്നു. ലൈക്ക് യാതൊരു വിധത്തിലുള്ള ഒരു താല്പര്യം തുടക്കത്തിൽ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല. കാരണം ക്രൂ ആരാണ്, എന്താണ് കഥ, ആക്ടേഴ്സ് ഒന്നും അറിയണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല. അപ്പോൾ ഇനി നമുക്ക് ചോദിക്കാം എന്തായിരുന്നു ആ ഒരു കോൺഫിഡൻസ് ഭാഗം. സോ സർ, വാട്ട് വാസ് ദറ്റ് വൺ കോൺഫിഡൻറ്റ് തിങ് അബൌട്ട് ദ ഫിലിം വിച്ച് യു ആർ അട്രാക്റ്റഡ് to finally commit the movie?
Because it was based on a true story. Usually that makes great movies.
Yes.
I researched by then. Once I started to communicate with the person, I researched the director, Blessy, and I realized that he was a well accomplished director.
Exactly, yeah.
And then I researched the main actor, Raj, and I also realized that he was also a very well known actor. And then lastly, or maybe first, the fact that he was shooting in Timimun and in Wadiwam, which are two amazing places, two amazing locations on earth.
Yeah.
That, I mean, I'll encourage anyone to go to those places, but it's very difficult to go because it's far.
Yeah.
But yeah, all those elements just made it very easy for me to say yes to, because it was really being part of an adventure. But as I said before, I had no intention to get out of LA back then, because it was during COVID-19. You know, everything was just opening, and you know, I mean, I wasn't sure exactly on what this was about. But I'm so glad that I ended up being part of this, and very grateful for this. And I've met, because of the production, I met probably one of the most talented directors, if not the most talented director. Definitely the most dedicated director with a real vision, who doesn't compromise for anything.
Exactly.
He got exactly everything that he wanted for the movie, and that's why we have such a masterpiece. And along with him, I also met some talented crew members, and then of course it was delightful to work with Raj and Gokul.
Sure, we could see that chemistry like throughout on the screen also. So as I told before, the entire second half is on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Like you are the person who both of them look upon to. Like you are the one who gives them directions. You are the one who guides them.
Yeah.
Quenches their thirst and stuff like that. So there is a shot where you are just sitting there meditating, and we can see the sun and the aura around your head.
Yeah.
So from there, a message what we could, collect about Kadri is like a good Samaritan.
Yeah.
In Malayalam we say, എന്താ പറയുന്നേ? മലയാളം മറന്നു പോയല്ലോ. നല്ല സമരിയാക്കാരൻ. ആ സംഭവം കുറെ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് പറയുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും ഒന്ന് മറന്നു പോയതാണ്. ലൈക്ക് നല്ലവനായ വഴികാട്ടി and all we say in Malayalam. Like a person with a good heart. Like moreover you can understand a good Samaritan. Was that character linked to that? Like, was my assumptions correct?
It was extremely intentional to portray Ibrahim Kadri as the purest person possible, as close to God as possible. He's like an angel. He's like God sent. He's like Moses opening the way. We wanted to portray purity at the highest form. And he's a man of faith, and he understood that he was the leader of the bunch. So that's how Blessy and myself understood the character, and that's what we tried to give.
Yeah.
You know, but definitely all those elements are completely intentional. So I'm glad that you spotted you spotted that.
Yeah, we could exactly get that message. Even to quench the thirst of Najib, he is there. So we could see Hakeeb falling, and we could see Najib falling, but still getting up. And you were the person who motivated them, showed them the way, gave them water. And like we can never see Kadri falling throughout the journey.
Yeah. And even though you know that he was also struggling, he was also suffering. He was also thirsty and tired.
Yeah.
But I guess, in a whole, it's a reminder to society. It's a reminder to us of how we can behave if we want to. We should be able to help each other at times, if not most of the times. So the movie is full of messages, full of subtle messages.
And also, sir, I think there is another perspective for the thing which you told. Like, I would like to add on something that, however bad the person is, or how whatever history he is having, there will be an essence of goodness in everyone. Like towards the climax, we can see, okay, Kadri's picture is there on the board of
But then
culprits.
again, define bad, because I guess we live in a society that sometimes you can be defined as being bad based on a minuscule situation, but that minuscule situation put a tag on you.
It
and
defines
and
you.
having a tag
Yeah.
on you,
Yeah.
that's how society
Yeah.
views you.
Yeah.
It doesn't really define who you
Define
are.
exactly.
And I'm glad that you pointed this out, because for me it's probably one of the most important message of the movie as
True.
well,
True.
because what you think the person is not really who he is. And
Exactly.
he demonstrated the best possible human being that he could. But at the same time, if we didn't see those images of him in the desert, we'll point finger at him and say,
True.
that's
Get
what it
away.
is. Yeah,
You're
get
gonna
away.
kill me.
Exactly. So it that again was very intentional, from the director. So I'm glad that you pointed it out.
Thank you. I think this might be the reason why we call Blessy sir as one of the phenomenal director in our film industry.
Yeah.
Like as we all know, like from the light of my knowledge, I think he invested around 12 years for this film and graduated
16 years.
16 years. I'm
Yes.
sorry if I'm wrong. So he invested like 16 years and Raju invested among, I think around 8 years
Yeah.
for the film. So both of them, they've put your heart and soul into this film. So what did you feel when you finally came to realize, okay, these people, they are seeing this film as, a big part of their career. Like 16 years or 8 years is not a small time span.
Yeah.
So
I mean, for both of them, it was important. Definitely for Blessy, 16 years, it's like almost a lifetime for some people. And for Raj, the same thing, because when he took that project, he was about 25.
yeah, he was very young.
Yeah, he was 25 or 24. So now he's about 40. So it's like, as he liked to say himself, he wasn't married, he wasn't directing, he wasn't distributing, he wasn't producing. So he was a kid pretty much when he started the project, and then it's only now that the project is being seen. And on top of that, the physical transformation that he had to go through,
Oh my God.
throughout those years, it's amazing. He lost up to 31 kilos. That's a lot, that's a lot just to portray a character. But I guess deep inside he also knew what he had in his hands, you know what I mean? To be able to be directed by Blessy in such an important story, he knew. So he went full force. But credits to him, because I don't know if too many people would have done that. I don't know too many people who would have done that. And he's done it.
Yes.
And credits to both of them. And the same token, I also have to include Goku, who started the project when he was just 17. And he also had to go through a physical transformation that was quite drastic. I had to carry both of them throughout the movie. But carrying Goku was easy.
Easy.
He was like, oh, come on, let's go. I could
Let's
run
go.
with him.
Now I want to ask you, how was it carrying our hero on your shoulders?
It was the most complicated thing. Not because it's heavy. Don't get me wrong.
All right.
It was the most complicated scene for me.
Why?
Because we shot during a real sandstorm.
Yeah.
And this is something that maybe don't realize. They might think that it's all tricks. No, it's a real sandstorm.
Yeah.
So we had sand hitting us, wind. I could barely walk, and I had to take him, lift him up, and walk with him against the wind, against the sand. It was so tiring, and we did I don't know how many takes, but quite a few takes of that. At the end of the day, I was dead. I was literally dead. But yeah, it's not because he was heavy. He wasn't that heavy because he had lost a lot of weight as well.
Yeah.
So it was the most physically demanding scene for me. But at the same time, it didn't bother me, because every time I had to do something that was difficult, I thought about the real life story of Najib.
True, sir.
What he had to go through.
True.
So, you know,
yeah, it doesn't matter.
I can do it. You know, I can take a break when I need to. I can have water, eat when I need to. He didn't have that luxury.
You can take rest whenever you want to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those guys, the real guys, didn't have that luxury. So that's what kept me going. Whenever it was difficult, I was like, okay, I had to think about those guys and say, okay, it's okay, we can do it. And also just to respect Bless's vision, because Bless has been fighting to accomplish that movie for so long that, you know, I wasn't going to be the one letting him down. You know, so everybody was on board. He was able to lead everybody in the middle of nowhere. That requires real leadership, real faith, and I think he's got an inner strength in him that people trust. You know, we just trust Blessing, and we trusted him, and he delivered a masterpiece.
Sir, first of all, a big round of applause for the actor in you,
thank you
who took that effort during the time of that sandstorm and gave us the best result you people could.
Thank you, I appreciate.
എന്തായാലും നമുക്ക് ഇനി ആ ഒരു ഫിസിക്കൽ ട്രാൻസ്ഫോർമേഷന്റെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ അദ്ദേഹത്തോട് ചോദിച്ചറിയാം. So sir, as you know, he like graduated and lost around 31 kilos for Najib. And 2 weeks ago, I took his mother's interview, Mrs. Mallika Sukumaran.
Yeah.
So she told me that during those times, she was not allowed to see any pictures of Rajuetan. Even, you know, her elder son, he would say, Raju Sugam Manaman, Raju is fine, like he's doing okay, no problem. Like she was very much unaware about the physical transformation that he is going through, the way how he traumatized his body to lose that much of weight like this. Like he completely kept it away from his family. So were you aware that, you know, about this keeping away thing?
I wasn't aware about that skipping away, but I know that at one point his mom was really mad at Blessy. It's like, what are you doing to my son?
Is it?
Yeah, he told me that. Yeah, but I mean, I can understand. You know, as a mother, you don't want to see your kid going through that. You know, whatever price it's for, whatever. No, you don't want to see that. So, and I can understand for Raj to keep it away from his mom because you know he knew that she would worry.
Exactly.
But that's a beautiful thing. But no, he did an amazing job. You know, transformation was great, and I hope he's gonna have all the recognitions that he deserves for what he has done.
Definitely, he will have. Like, I mean, we all really wish for that. So he is one of my favorite actors.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So finally, when things are on screen, right now you people are getting reviews. So definitely it's teamwork, and there is a chemistry between you and Rajuetan. So what is the communication, or what are the talks that you people have now post-release about the reviews and everything?
Post-release, first of all, we all came together here yesterday. You know, we had a little cake and we had to celebrate the success of the movie because we realized that it was, as Raj would say himself, it's a smashing hit.
Yeah, smashing hit.
Yeah. He said, I know, I distribute the movie, so I know. That's what he told me.
Okay.
So no, we definitely celebrated that, and yeah, so. Listen, we had a nice tour together because we went to all those cities together. So we actually got to know each other a lot more while doing all those interviews together. So that was nice, and yeah, I think it's all joy now, all happiness. You know, I hope Blessy will take a few weeks just to calm down from where he's at now. Because I mean, after 16 years, you know,
Exactly.
he must be relieved. And Najib, the real Najib as well, you know, that's the real story. That's the real story because there wouldn't be any movie, there wouldn't be any book if it wasn't for the real life story of Najib.
Exactly.
So big up for him as well. It's great to see that his life is going full circle, you know, from the worst case situation to the best. You
Exactly.
know, it's what anyone can hope for. People are sometimes worried about the struggling time, but you should never worry about them. You have to face them full front. Because if you do that and then you can overcome the struggle, then the light is so much more nicer, you know, on the other side. And I think that's probably what he's experiencing now, which is a beautiful thing. And I'm glad to also hear the response from Ibrahim Kadri, because the word is that people really like him, and I gave my best, and actually checked on my Arabic speaking people to see if I did a good job, because I don't speak the language. I had to learn Arabic, by the way.
Yeah.
So that was like one of the most difficult thing for me, because I don't read, I don't speak, so I had to act in Arabic. But the feedback is very good, so I'm very happy on a personal note as well. So yeah, it's time to celebrate.
Yeah, like one day if you taste the bitterness of bad experiences, tomorrow you're gonna taste success.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what came into my mind when you were talking.
Completely.
Yeah, so let's just go back to the shooting days at Jordan.
Yeah.
So there it was a complete lockdown, and you people.
I wasn't part of that one. No,
luckily.
Because the character of Ibrahim Kadri, you find him on the second part of the movie, and he wasn't part of the crew that was stuck in Jordan.
Okay.
I'm tempted to say, fortunately or unfortunately, because being stuck in Jordan is not a bad thing during COVID-19. It's a beautiful place. It was absolutely beautiful. The only thing that they worried about is the fact that they didn't know when they were going to go back home. But otherwise, a place to spend the pandemic was probably the perfect place to be.
You are totally quarantined.
Completely. And you could see it amongst themselves, having fun. And yeah, of course, they worried about the family and when they were going to come back. But otherwise, as an experience, it's not too bad.
I think you have a kind of a feeling like, did I miss it?
I'm like, I wish I was there.
Oh, that's so cool. So finally, right now you might feel so much overwhelmed receiving the response and love from Malayali audience.
Yes.
I think you'll be getting a lot of DMs on your Instagram and social medias and stuff.
Yes.
So, sir, what do you feel now? You are a Malayalam actor too.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm very, very grateful for the response that we're getting from the movie, that I'm getting for the character that I play, Ibrahim Kadri, and my hope is potentially to be able to come back here and do more projects. I would love to, I would love to do maybe a project a year here if possible, whether it's here in Kerala or up north or even in the south, in different parts of the south. I would love to, because I think the quality of the Indian cinema has improved tremendously. Okay. And that's why we're seeing a lot of Indian movies crossing over. So I think this one's gonna be one of them, the same way that RRR and KGF, sort of made a lot of noise outside of India.
Yeah.
I think this one is gonna make some noise as well, and I really think that more Indian movies will make noise outside of India. So yes, I'd love to participate more in what's going on here and maybe have something different to offer. Obviously, I don't see a lot of other black actors in the country, so I can sort of represent as much as I can.
Sure, we are looking forward to that.
Yes, indeed.
So, sir, when you got an invite from Malayalam industry, I think you might have done your own research for, on this industry, like what all are the latest releases, the forever evergreen hits, the evergreen actors.
Yeah.
So, what all did you find in that research?
I don't know. I have a lot of homework to do now. I'm gonna have to watch a bunch of Indian movies.
Which is that one recommended, like the highly recommended Malayalam film that everybody tell you should watch this, Jimmy?
No, I mean, listen, first of all, I'm going to have to watch most of Bliss's movies.
Okay.
I'm going to have to watch most of Raj's movies. I'm going to have to watch most of the Big M's movies.
Yeah.
You see, I'm getting the
you're
lingo
there.
right?
Okay. Can you tell the name of, that Big M's?
Mahmoodi.
Yeah.
Mohanlal, yeah. And, so, I'm getting there. But, all that is very new to me, okay? It's very new to me. So,
So sir, I would give you a recommendation.
Okay.
So there is a film directed by Blessy sir where one of the big M's, Lalitan acts, which is Tanmatra.
okay,
I think you should watch it.
I will.
Yeah, and and also there is another film where the other big M, Mammuka stars, which is Karcha and Palungu. Palungu is my favorite film. Like,
Okay.
I don't know how much times I watched that film. Even now, when I watch the climax, I sit and cry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
wow.
a very emotional film.
I'm gonna be watching a lot of movies. Because I really want to educate myself. And the thing is, it's not just about movies from Kerala. You know, it's the guys in Chennai as well are doing great things. The guys in Hyderabad and in Bangalore, they're all doing good things. And maybe a few movies from Mumbai as well. So I'm gonna have to make sense of what's going on in the country, because I must tell you that from outside, we think that every single Indian movie that we see is a Bollywood movie. That's how it's being marketed.
No, sir. No.
But I know. But I'm telling you,
Yeah.
that's how strong the Bollywood brand is.
Yeah.
They've done an amazing job. So that's why most people think that any Indian movie is a Bollywood movie.
film. Yeah.
But I know it's not.
Yeah.
But that's why this one will help, distinguishing, Malayalam movies.
Exactly.
It's very layered. But the mass doesn't understand that.
Yeah, I think films like RG with them and all will make a huge noise outside the country, and people will know there is an industry called Malayalam film industry.
Completely. And I know you guys are very proud of about yourselves. You know what I mean?
We are indeed. We are. Like,
and I can see why as well.
Yeah.
So,
like, look at the actors we have, the directors.
that's what I'm saying. I get it. I get it. It's a very
Exactly.
special place, so you have to protect that. So it makes sense.
And we are so happy to have you.
Yeah.
I think you should explore Kerala more. You will understand why it's called as a goat's own country.
Well, I'm gonna have to do it maybe next time around, because my time is up here. I have to leave
you're
in
going
the next
back?
couple of days. Yeah, but I'll make sure to maybe come back and maybe with a different project, and then stay longer.
Sure,
during
sir.
that
Sure,
time.
sure.
So I'll definitely be back.
With all hands, we are welcoming you. All right.
Thank you very much.
So,
I appreciate it.
guys, നമ്മുടെ ഇന്റർവ്യൂ വൈൻഡ് അപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് മുമ്പ് നമുക്ക് ഒരു ചെറിയ ടാസ്ക് കൊടുക്കാണ്ട് സാറിനെ വിടുന്നത് എങ്ങനെയാണ്? So, sir, I am having a small task for you.
Oh.
So, Tanduni is one of the, a major hits of Rajuvetan.
Okay.
He is portraying as a very, a brave, a cool guy. And in that, there is a very famous dialogue, which went as like so many reels and dub smashes and stuffs like that. And I just want you to recreate the dialogue for us. So I would tell you.
What language is it?
Malayalam. I'm going to help you out in this.
Okay.
You can trust me on this.
Word per word, please.
Pardon?
Word per word, so I can.
Of course. I would tell you how it should be delivered or not.
Okay.
I'm having a small actor in me. You can see that right now. All right. So listen to me very carefully.
All right.
So with a full of swag and so you are a very young boy who is a very independent, brave guy.
Okay.
And there is nobody who can come on your face and talk. So you're a guy like, got it right?
Okay.
So with that swag you have to say, Vadakan Beetil Kochu Kunyinode Kochu Kunyinode
കുഞ്ഞിനോളെ
ഓടക്കാൻ നിക്കല്ലേ
ഓടക്കാനിക്കല്ലേ
ഓടച്ച് കയ്യിൽ തരും ഞാൻ ഒടച്ച് കയ്യിൽ തരും ഞാൻ ഞാൻ
ഓടച്ച്
കയ്യിൽ തരും ഞാൻ
You make me sweat. I'll have to look at this and try to read it. Even though I'm not gonna be able to read this.
So this is the text.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Which one? The second one?
Yeah.
Like the Vadakan.
വീട്ടിൽ കൊച്ചു കുഞ്ഞിനോട് ഒടക്കാൻ നിക്കല്ലേ.
വീട്ടിൽ കൊച്ചു കുഞ്ഞിനോട്.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I give up on that one. Next time, give me a few weeks here and then I'll be able to deliver this properly.
I think you did pretty well. Guys, you did pretty well. I think that was a trial. We'll go once more, okay?
Ouch!
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do it.
Let's try.
Yeah. Vadakan വീട്ടിൽ
Vadakan Vital.
കൊച്ചു കുഞ്ഞിനോട്
Kochukunimolu.
ഒടക്കാൻ നിക്കല്ലേ.
Odakan Nikole.
Yeah. ഒടച്ച് കയ്യിൽ ഉടച്ച്
Odachikahil.
തരും ഞാൻ.
Talumian.
Wow, you did it.
Yeah.
You did it. So, thank you so much, sir. I don't know whether to call you Jimmy Jean Louis or Ibrahim Kadri, but you'll be always our Ibrahim Kadri.
However you feel like, you know.
Yeah.
If you want to call me Ibrahim Kadri, let me be Ibrahim Kadri for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty much sure you'll be doing a lot of films, a lot of roles for us, but Kadri is going to be the special one.
Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, sir.